Hello, my YouTube friends. Thanks for joining in tonight. Man, if you haven't hit that subscribe button right down there, you know the deal, man. Rap-a-dap on that baby, man, and come on in, because we got a lot of great things going on this Saturday night, man. It feels so good to be here and hanging out with you guys, and I am so excited, man. You know, I had to get in my mic locker a while ago, and I was like, you know, I've been really doing a lot of my shows using my Shure SM7B. As you know, I love the Shure SM7B. It is one of my favorite microphones of all time. Right, sneer, man. I gotta laugh about it, man, because this is such a beauty, man. Look at this beautiful microphone right here, man. This thing sounds just great on about everything you put it on, man, especially vocals. And look at there, you got your bass roll off right there. You can actually see it better if I turn it over like this. So I actually have the bass rolled off on this baby. And for a while I was using it on a flat frequency, which I was thinking that's pretty cool. But the last little vocal track I did, I went ahead and rolled this off, man, to kind of save me a little time so I wouldn't have to put a high pass filter on the mix. But I tell you what, man, I love this microphone. And if you are planning on doing any type of broadcasting or singing in the studio or whatever, this is a great, super great microphone to sing through. And here's the thing, man, I wanted to show you something about this mic right here that a lot of people in the studio are doing, and they're taking off this wind foam screen right here, and they're actually singing in this mic just like this, man, and getting some amazing results. Here's the thing, you don't want to get too close to this, because you can see the capsule inside there. I'm going to try to get a little bit closer where you can see that capsule inside there. And so you don't want to spit on that. You don't, you know, and a lot of times when you're singing, sometimes spit just comes out of your mouth on accident, and you know, you really can't stop it. So you really kind of need to have a pop filter or something in front of this, because you do not want moisture or anything to get in there. And the better that you can protect your microphone capsule, the longer your microphone will last. And so anyway, I got my mic locker a while ago, and I was like, you know, man, I've got my AEA R44 ribbon microphone I could talk through, and many more. But here's the thing, man, I really wanted to get this Stellar vintage microphone out, because I haven't done too much work with it, and I've been wanting to get it out, man, and just use it a little more. So let me put this down. But like I say, I haven't been using it that much, and I'm like, man, I really need to get it out and check it out. And so here's another one that I haven't been using that much, and I need to get it out in the studio as well, and do some work with it. I'd like to do some vocals with this mic, but I tell you what, you know, I've been curious to know, because I've never tried using this microphone right here. This is the Shure 55, and I have never used this microphone on actually tracking or miking an acoustic guitar. So I've been curious to know what that's all about. I've heard other people have used this mic for tracking acoustic guitar, but I've never done it, and I really would like to try that out, man, and just see what that's all about, and let you guys know, man. But on this Saturday night, you know, we could be doing a lot of different things, man, and there's nothing better that I would like to be doing than hanging out with you guys in the studio, man. But I do have the Stellar vintage microphone out right now, and I am probably talking a little off axis. It's actually going this way, the capsule. But I wanted you to see the capsule on this baby. This thing is really a beautiful microphone. I can't say enough about this microphone. The aesthetics of it is just gorgeous, man. And I've been wanting to actually do some vocal tracks with this thing, because it just really sounds good, you know. And as far as doing broadcast stuff through it, it's super clean. I don't have to turn the gain up nearly as much. It is a condenser microphone, so I don't have to turn the gain as nearly as much on this mic as, so to speak, this Shure SM7B. This, you know how you have gas hogs out there, man, that really suck a lot of gas to get her going? Well, this is a microphone that sucks a lot of preamp gain, man, to actually turn it on and get it off to do what it's intended to do. So I remember the first Shure SM7 that I actually had in my studio. I had it for some time. It was an older model, and I remember first getting set up with that mic. I don't know if I think I strapped it across a vocal track or something, and I didn't have the gain turned up that much. Maybe at 35 decibels at most, 35 dB of gain. And I was like, man, something's wrong with this mic, man. I just can't get anything out of it, you know. And this was way back in the day. This was really before I knew much about microphones or anything else. And you know, it sat in my mic locker for a little bit of time until I found out that they really need a lot of gain, and to really kick them up and get them going, man. And so I had the Universal Audio mic pre on it, and love that thing, man. That thing would just smash it, man, and just sound really, really good. And I would run that through the Universal Audio pre, and then out of that into the distressor compressor. And I'm telling you, man, that thing would just smoke and just sound beautiful, man. I loved it on my I loved running everything through that distressor. It was so much fun, man. It seemed like anything you dialed in on that compressor, it really didn't matter how much compression you wanted to add. It just really made your vocals shine. So this is what I do want to say tonight on this Saturday night. If you are out to buy a compressor and you want a one-trick pony that'll do everything, man, invest the money. I don't know what they're running at right now, maybe $1,800. I don't know. It seems like when I bought mine, it was around $1,400 or $1,500. But if you really want a good compressor that's going to work on everything from acoustic guitars or drum tracks or whatever, man, you're really going to get a lot out of that compressor, and it's going to do a lot of things, man. And here's the thing, man, you've got second and third harmonics that you can add to that compression and really add saturation. And so when you're finding yourself having a hard time getting a vocal track to either sound big or fat or wide or whatever, a lot of times these are tricks that a lot of engineers do in the studio. Is they add saturation. They may have a clean track of your vocals, then they may have a copy of the same vocal track and run it through some saturation and whatnot, and that second and third harmonic distortion really makes those vocals just swell up and get really huge. And that's what we want. We want our vocals to pop in a vocal track, man. And so this is some good these are some good compressors, man. Check them out. Empirical Labs. The distressor, if you know about the distressor or you have a distressor in your video in your studio, type down there below, man, in the comments as to why you like your distressor, man. I love them, man. They're just so good. And another one of my favorite compressors out there is the Tube Tech. I can't say enough about the Tube Tech gear, man. It is like ice cream and thick and smooth, man. That's all I can say. Anything you run through the Tube Tech, it's just going to sound beautiful. And so there are a few good pieces of gear out there. You're going to spend a little bit of money getting it, but here's the thing, man. You will not have any regrets buying one time with this stuff, man. These are pieces of gear that you can look in any major label studio that's out there, and they've got distressors out there. They got the Fatso in there, and they've got the Tube Tech in there. They got the Manley in there. They've got the Avalon in there. And so these are some really good stuff that you're gonna if you buy, I don't think you're gonna regret it, right? You know, because there's a lot of stuff out there that we can buy and we end up not being happy with it. It doesn't do what we really need it to do. We don't get the results out of it, and we end up selling it or sitting on it and not doing anything with it and just kind of wasting our money, right? So if you plan on buying a compressor, distressor, Tube Tech, Avalon, these are some really good compressors out there on the market. And you can't go wrong with that. I'm telling you, you can't go wrong. If you're on a budget and you're looking for a great mic preamp, this Tone Beast right behind me right here, now they have one in black, but this is when they first came out with this one, it was an orange. And I ended up picking that baby up because I want to tell you, man, I can get some awesome sounds out of that preamp right there, man, just by just turning a few little knobs. in small little increments, and you'd be surprised of the sound that you can get out of it, how hard you hit the mic pre, and then it just does amazing things. So read up on that one too, for budget, entry level, great sounding mic pre. Look that baby up right there. I think you'll be really, really happy with that microphone preamp. So anyway, we're here. We're going to hang out a little while on a Saturday night. We're just going to have some fun in this studio. Oh, man, like we do here. I wanted to show you this too, man. I've been working on, I haven't strung my guitar up yet, but I've been working on stringing this one up. And anyway, this little string right here, the B string, actually kept coming out of the bridge part right here, the whammy bar. And so anyway, I got new strings to put on it, and I can't wait to put them on there, man. But it's gonna be nice. Get this baby up and rolling again, man. It sounds really good. This guitar sounds really, really good, man. I mean, you can just hear that baby just ring without any amplifier, man. It just wants to sing, man. It really sounds good. So for a nice budget, nice fast neck guitar, you got to check into this Ibanez, man. A little gem right here. You're gonna love this guitar, man. It just really, really sounds good. I was thinking I was gonna have to change out the pickups when I got it, and man, I didn't have to do anything. I was thinking, well, if the neck feels good and I can play on the neck, then surely maybe I won't have to do anything. But if I do, I can always change the pickups out and put in some more expensive pickups than what they give you. But I'll tell you what, man, when I got this guitar, I was like, oh man, plugged it in, sounded really, really, really good. And I was like, I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to leave it original, leave it just like it is. The intonation sounds great up the neck. And if you look, I'm going to try to get a little closer right here, but the action on this guitar is amazing. Here, let me get a little closer without bumping it around. See how close the action is to the frets? So it's a really, really fast guitar to play. And if you notice, you can kind of see the jumbo frets in there. Beautiful, man. They're really set nice in the guitar. The edges are nicely filed down right here on the edge. A lot of times you'll get a guitar and right where the frets are, right at the edge of them, they're kind of rough, and they actually will snag your finger when you're running up the guitar neck or down. And a lot of times you'll have to file them a little bit on the edges a little better than what the manufacturer sent you the guitar. So that's a drag when you have to do that. You can do it easily, but it's nice to get a guitar that it's already set up to just rock and roll and play, man. So I've really been digging this guitar, man, and I can't wait to actually do some shredding with that guitar. So I also have a Dean electric guitar back there in the back that I am going to be breaking out here before long and showing you guys as well, man. I really love that guitar. But man, here we are on a Saturday night. We're just hanging out, and hey, Caden, what's going on, man? I hope you're doing okay today. We're just having a little fun here, man, on a Saturday night. I'm doing great, man. It's just I wasn't gonna get on tonight. I got on last night and was kind of really, really tired at the end of the day, and I was like, oh man, but I just had to get on. I said, you know what, it's Saturday night, and I'm gonna get on here and hang out a while, man, and see what's up out there in the world, man. But I don't know if you noticed, but I had my Stellar microphone up tonight, man, and I had it in the mic locker, and I just haven't done enough work with this mic to just have fun with it, man. But I gotta tell you, Caden, I love this little baby. It is the Stellar X Vintage X2 microphone, and man, it just I'm really, really stoked about this mic. I don't know if you can see in the video, but I actually upgraded the shock mount and put some bigger bands around the shock mount right here, man. Kind of tricked it out a little bit, and the ones that came with it are black and they were smaller, and I wanted to do something a little different, man, aesthetically, and it sounds good. I know, man. it really does. It has a nice sound to it, and I can't wait to do some vocal tracks in it, man. You know, when I step up to a mic that's this pretty, it just makes me just want to do something, you know. And so I don't know if you can tell or not, man, but and I really can't turn it around. But the capsule, I'm speaking right here, and the capsule pretty much is off axis to my mouth. But I think when you get right into the microphone like this, and try not to blow air in it on the capsule, but if I'm singing across, you can really hear just everything in the voice, man. And I just can't say enough about this mic, man. I really like it, man. And I'll tell you what, man, so what I did was I took the grill off. You know, I'm always trying to improve something, man. I don't know, I'm just one of those I'm a dude that likes to tinker around with stuff, you know. So anyway, I took this grill off, Caden, and it has two meshes on the inside of this thing. So you have an outer mesh, right, and then you have an inner mesh. So there's two meshes that, when they're together, it's really kind of kind of looks like that, like my fingers right there. And so you can see the capsule with the two meshes. But anyway, I've done it before on some other mics that I modded, and all it really takes is a pair of good needle nose pliers with long needle noses on there. You can kind of get down in there on the screen, and once you can get a little bit of it, you can kind of start peeling it away from the outer part of it. And then you just kind of like like an old sardine can, you know, you just keep twisting. So once you can get it, you can kind of turn it, and it keep turning it like that till it just pretty much just tears out the whole inner shell of that inner mesh. And I tell you what, man, it really makes it look really cool, man, because there's nothing interfering with the voice, and it just, man, it looks really good. And I tell you, if you look at some of those old Elam, or even the new Elams that are, you know, some $9,000 microphones by Telefunken, if you look at those microphones, you can Google it or go to Sweetwater and check them out. But if you look at that Elam mic, it says Elam 251. If you look at those mics, man, the screen in front of their capsules, there's hardly any screen there, man, so you can really see the capsule really nice. And that's where I kind of got the idea of doing that, was to mod some of my microphones. Was I said, well, you know what, if it's good enough for the Elam, it ought to be good enough for some of these inexpensive mics, as long as you don't have people coming in your studio that don't know how to use a mic and spitting all on the capsule and whatever, or smoking or whatever. So none of that goes on here, and I'm going to be the only one actually using this microphone. So yeah, man, I took the screen out. I like it, man. I wish I could take it off and show you a close-up view of it, how it looks, man. I'll do it another night though and show you how cool it looks, man. But so how have you been? How was your day today, man? One of those days it's raining again here, man. You know, my brother's been working really hard around here and doing all kind of work, and he's actually doing a little pond and whatnot, and building a waterfall, which is kind of nice. I was out there earlier, man, and it's nice to hear that water run down those rocks. You know, it just makes this really cool. It's pleasant. I want to say it's under $300, man. Look it up real quick for me, man. I don't know. Look it up if you got a. You've been good, man. I'm glad. It's good to hear that you're okay and well, man. All the stuff that's going on. But yeah, if you're buying another computer or whatever, and you can look it up. Look up how much the Stellar Vintage microphone. I want to say it's under $300. Let's see if I can find it, man. Let's see if I can find it, Caden. But I tell you what, man, this mic, I've been hearing a lot of great things. And here's the thing, I don't know if you notice, now I don't have the gain turned up nearly as much as I have to turn the gain up on my Shure SM7B or my RE20. My RE20, and you have one, the RE20 and my Shure SM7B, I gotta really crank the gain all the way up on this little interface right here just to, you know, get her going. but I'm halfway on the gain with this condenser mic, and it just sounds super, super clean. You don't really hear a bunch of background noise or whatever, white noise, so to speak. Let's see if I can find that, dude. Sweet water. Let's see if we can find how much it cost. I want to say it's under $300, man, and I can't wait to actually use this mic. You know, I should have used this mic the other day when I did that little tracking session with my acoustic guitar. Let's see here. Stellar. X2, there it is right there. Excuse me, man. I went and had some chicken and some grilled chicken. What? Why didn't it bring me to it? Listen, let me go back. I don't know why it did that. It brought me somewhere else. It brought me to Crane Song. I'm not looking for Crane Song. Stellar X2. Microphone. Let me hit that one. I don't know why. It brought me somewhere else, man. Huh. You know what? Maybe they don't carry it there. Where did I get it? Was it Amazon? Yeah, it was. It was Amazon, I think, man. Okay, let me go to Amazon and check it out. I want to say you can find it on Amazon. Let's check it out and see if we can find it. Because you got me going now, man. I want to say it was under 300. It's just been a while. But you know what? It may be yeah, it's here. It may be a microphone that you might want to look into, Caden. Okay, yeah, it's right here, man. Let's see. Okay. The Stellar X2 large diaphragm right here, $199. It's $199, and then you have the vintage, which is $269, so it's under $300. So they make a X2, and then they make the vintage one, which is this one. Let's see if I can get it up there where you can see both of them. Okay, so there, the one at the top. Let me see. But look, man, 5-star rating on them, man. But so they sell two. One is like I say, $199 is 2 bills. You'll probably pay about $210 or something like that. And then this other one is $269, probably around, I don't know. It's under $300 shipped to your door. But man, I tell you what, I love this thing. So anyway, it was in the mic locker, and I was like, I gotta get it out tonight, and just use it a little bit, man, and see what it's about. I don't know. I love this little thing, but I was real close to grabbing my AEA R44. I mean, it was like right there. It was right there, and I was like, no, man, I'm gonna get my little Stellar out and do something with it tonight, man. But anyway, it's kind of neat. So I'm actually hitting on levels pretty hard here on this end, and I hope that it's not just coming in too loud on your end, man. So anyway, I went and ate some chicken tonight, man, and I don't know, it's kind of making me belch. I don't know what the heck's going on with it. And it was at Chick-fil-A. Do y'all have a Chick-fil-A in California? This is what their cups look like. Anyway, I wonder. It's real popular over here in Texas. This is a real popular place. People like to eat grilled chicken or chicken. It's just you can just kind of get in and out really quick. And but yeah, man. So anyway, I had a great day, man. I was just kind of really chilling around here, hanging out around here, seeing what I can get into, and just piddling with little things that I find. You know how sometimes you can kind of just, when you're either cleaning or whenever you're doing something, you'll see something and go, oh, what can I do with this? Or, oh, you go. They must be real popular, man. They're all over Texas, Chick-fil-A. And so anyway, it's a really good business, man. I mean, it seems like every time I go there, they always greet you and say I think their saying is "my pleasure." So like if you say thank you or whatever, they go, "Oh, my pleasure," or I think that's their little saying that they tell everybody. But anyway, it's a really good little business or big business. So anyway, man, I was piddling, man, and I was getting into everything today, man. I had all kind of little things set out everywhere that I'd gotten into, and instead of cleaning up, I was getting things out. I guess to stay busy. I don't know, man. But it was one of those days, and then tomorrow, it's going to be the same. My mom, she's relocating. I don't know if I told you, but she's relocating. So I did go help her with a few things in the storage, moving some of her things to storage. And anyway, that was kind of fun, helping her, just, helping her out. Sometimes, she's getting up there in age and whatever. And so it's just good that we do that, right? And so anyway, I was helping her out, man. And then came back here and was piddling around here. And just contemplating really if I should go down the beach today and take care of the yard down there and do any mowing or string trimming, weed eating I need to do. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll just do that tomorrow. And we're getting a little rain here now, so it wouldn't have, unless I'd have done it earlier today, I probably could have got her done. But so I'll probably drive down there tomorrow, man, and go ahead and take care of that. And then just drive back tomorrow evening. And but anyway, everybody's been raving how pretty the water's been down there. Our Gulf, man, the water doesn't get pretty all the time in the Gulf of Mexico because the Mississippi pours out into it, and it's not really the best, clearest water. And so, but some days, it is pretty. If we get a nice west wind, it'll blow in some pretty clear water, and from the Atlantic. And so anyway, man, I hear it was pretty down there. The water's pretty down there, and they were catching blacktip shark all day today down there. So usually when there's a lot of shark in the water, then there's a lot of speckled trout in the water. And that's my favorite thing to fish for, man. I love fishing for trout. And so I don't know. I don't know if I'll do any fishing. I think my fishing license goes out this month. Let me see. It's been a while. You know what? I didn't even do. I bought these licenses, man, and I only think I fished like once or twice this year. Yeah, here they are. Let's see when they expire. Anyway, you got to have those on you all the time, man, because the game warden is really bad in this area. And of course, you don't want to do anything illegal anyway. But they will come check. They will come check and make sure that you're, in line. You're not keeping fish you shouldn't be keeping. So let's see. See when it expires. 8/31 of 21. Yep. Oh well. It was fun. So these aren't even good anymore. Anyway, man, I gotta get some. If I decide to fish a little bit, I gotta get my license. So I don't think I will, because we're fixing to come into the winter months, and the trout really doesn't get good around here until it stays good, but you catch the big sows, the big females, around Christmas time, man. And so anyway, if I get my license, it'll probably be then. I don't know, from date to date or something like that. But anyway, I'm glad you're doing good and you're healthy, man. Everything's good for you. Everything's good for me. I did want to say that one of my friends that I worked with in the past, he's younger than me, and he has asthma. And maybe I already told you this, but anyway, he's been in the hospital and they've had him on a ventilator. And he has a wife, and he has, I want to say 3 kids. One that's just really an infant, small baby, newborn. And he's been on that ventilator, and he's not doing good, man. It doesn't look good for him. It doesn't look good for him at all, man. And like I say, he's had asthma all his life, and so they want to take him off the ventilator, and I think they did for a little bit, or took him off his medicine or whatever, and his oxygen level went down, and so I don't know. And it's up to his wife whether they take him off of it or whatever, and it just doesn't look good for him, man. So I'm worried about him, man. He was a dear friend of mine for a long, long time. And so I don't know, man. And then I heard that they, I don't know. I don't know what to think about all that stuff. I really, really don't. A lot of people are getting sick, and then there are other people that, maybe they can just, maybe their body fights it off. I don't know. I don't know nothing about all that stuff. But anyway, he's a friend of mine, and I'm worried about him, and I have been worried about him. So I don't know what's going to happen, man. But man, it just feels good to be here and to be hanging out, man, in the studio tonight. I'm so glad you came on, man. I came on last night, but I didn't stay on that long. Maybe it was maybe 13 minutes or something like that. That's as long as I stayed on last night. But I wanted to show you something. So this is the little case that this Stellar comes in. Now, it doesn't look like it's, the most expensive case in the world. I mean, it's not like, and this little thing right here, telling about it, kind of peels off. So if I wanted to peel that off, it would look like that on the front. But anyway, this is what it comes in, this little case right here. And I guess, I don't know if you could like throw it anywhere or anything, but I'm sure if like a book or something fell on it or whatever. Oh, you went out last night. Where'd y'all go, man? Where'd y'all go eat last night, man? So anyway, this is the little windscreen right here that comes with the microphone. And I don't know. I don't really feel like I'll need it, because I'm not right up in the mic. And then when I am, I kind of want to turn my head so I don't spit on the capsule or whatever. But a pretty decent little windscreen right here, man. Popper stopper. So you get that, you get the shock mount, and then you get the mic that comes in here, and then and this is how it looks on the inside. I can show you. So did y'all go eat? What did y'all have? What do you like? What's your favorite, man? One of my favorites is that I like is fried shrimp, of course, boiled shrimp, steak. I love steak. Even grilled chicken, like a marsala or something like that. Do y'all have a oh God, what's the name of that? Not Cheddar's. Oh God, what is the name of that place I like to go to, man? It's an Italian place, but they have like a great chicken, a grilled chicken marsala is one of them. I don't know, my brain just can't think right now, man. But anyway, I love steak. A good steak, man, or a baked potato, carb up. So here's the thing, man. I've been watching my carbs lately. I've been trying to anyway, man. So today I had a salad. I went to one of my favorite little places. They serve a great salad, and you can kind of just get up there and get what you want, whatever. They have a great salad bar, man. But here's the thing. When I eat salad, man, it's like an hour or two late, maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours later, I'm hungry again. If I don't eat any protein, it's like I'm hungry again. I want to eat. And then I get the munchies at night, and that's not good. They say that you're not supposed to eat after a certain time. I don't know, but I always sleep better, man, when I have a full stomach. My mom must have fed me well whenever I was a little kid or whatever, when I was a baby. But if I eat and have a full stomach, man, I sleep good. I really do. I sleep good. They say you're not supposed to eat after 6 though, or whatever. I don't know. There's so many different everybody's kind of got opinions about that kind of stuff, diet and all that other stuff. I don't know, man. But anyway, I can't believe I can't think of the name of that place. I like to go eat grilled chicken. We have a Cheddar's around here that's pretty cool. They make a great kind of grilled chicken that's pretty decent, and their carrots and green beans, all that other stuff. They make it. I want to say you can kind of get all that. So you get like 2 pieces of grilled chicken, and then they give you a serving of carrot or whatever you want. You get 2 sides, so you can get. I usually get like green beans and their carrots, but you can get all that for like $11, man, and it's super super cheap. I mean, you can't even really go buy a hamburger and fries for $11 anywhere around here. And so food prices, I don't know if you've noticed, I don't know, or maybe, but over here in Texas, man, the food prices are really getting high. Things are, food's going up, So what is y'all's gas prices right now, Caden? What is the gas price over there where you're at? Ours is like right under $3 a gallon here. Down the street you can get it under $3. I think it's like $2.69 or something like that. But I hear you guys got really really expensive gas over there, so I don't know. But yeah, man, I don't know. A lot of cool things happening, and I'm just glad to be on here tonight. I'm glad I finally got my studio looking good, man, and I don't have to mess with that anymore. Unless I just kind of want to do something different, but it's nice, and my audio's working fine. Here's the thing, Caden. I don't know if you remember, but I had mentioned to you the other day about doing getting on Twix or doing that, and here's the thing. I can stream my audio to the YouTube and to there, but I've got to pay for it. But I was thinking about just doing doing a video straight to there and kind of creating an audience there that I can bring back and forth. I don't know how that works, but I need to check into that, man, because a lot of people stream on that on my platform more so than YouTube. So anyway, I don't know. I'm glad y'all got a chance to go out last night, man, and I don't know. It's yeah, Twitch. See, I'm thinking Twitch. I'm thinking that like I can start a little audience right there, right? Maybe I can do that on a Monday night, and then on a Tuesday night do a YouTube. Then on Wednesday night go back and do it on Twitch, and then Thursday night back on YouTube, and kind of get her going back and forth, and then create a bigger audience. I mean, I have a pretty good audience, but it seems like the ones I don't know that get on here live are the ones that are already subscribed to the channel. I don't know how all that works, but it seems like I get my subscribers on here, ones that I know actually come in or see me playing or whatever. And but I hear that Twitch is really really popular for live streaming, and more so like for people who like to play video games. So they'll get on there and they'll do the video games, and other people will pop in and just watch them play the game, but other people are streaming other cool stuff too, like just blog stuff or whatever. People are doing that too on Twitch. So I'm really really serious about starting that up, and I'll let you know if I do. I just need to move the keys over and figure that out, and I'll probably read up a little more about that tomorrow. But right now I've got it set up to where it's going, because when I set it up, it asked me if I wanted to go to YouTube or Twitch. And being that I hit YouTube, whenever I went to go back to see if I could do it the other, I was already set up. So I need to go back and do something different and be able to switch back and forth between the two, between YouTube and Twitch. And that way I can split my days up, spend some time here on YouTube, spend some time on Twitch, and then maybe bring some of my followers from Twitch to YouTube or vice versa, So anyway, that'll be cool. And I don't know about notifications. I'm sure it would notify you if you were like signed up with me or whatever, and I got on Twitch. I'm sure it would notify you like YouTube. It would have to, I would think. Anyway, man, I had a really good day today, man. It was just one of those good days where you feel good, and I felt good, man. I felt good today, and so not every. I mean, some days you just feel better than other days, but some days you just got a little more energy than other days, and it's like, man, you can just go, 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 and that's the way I felt today. I just had all this energy, man. It felt really good. It's like, man, I'm gonna get on here and hang out with you guys tonight, man. And so, how's the weather been in California, man? Has the weather been cool over there, or what's the weather been like for you guys? So the weather's been it's been raining here a lot. We had that last little storm, and then I think they said there's another one out there, but I don't think it's going to come our way. Let's just hope it doesn't. Let's just hope we can get through this hurricane season, man. I am so, so, so tired of running from hurricanes. Let's see. It's a drag, man. It really is. Because here's the thing. When we evacuate, now we do have, me and my brother, it's been good and nice. I bet, man. I've never even been to the West Coast, man. I hear the West is the best, right? Anyway, I've never even been. I've never even been to California, man. That's why I want to take this trip to Arizona. I want to go through New Mexico and go right on up, stay in Arizona, go check out all that cool rock over there. So, to let you know, man, I did do a little, I got on YouTube and and I typed in Arizona and it had things to do, like top 10 things to do. They were talking about Sedona. They were talking about Tucson, how that's more of a college-oriented place. Sedona's more of a place that people go to, for meditate and do things like that. It has spiritual qualities about it. And then, so anyway, the Grand Canyon, they were talking about all these different places and what places have to offer. And here's the thing, man, they mentioned live music in Tucson. So, there you go, man. I'll be able to go there, and being that's my first place I'm going to arrive, I'll be able to go watch some live music, man. So nice. I can't wait. So, but these storms, back to these storms. So when there's a storm, we have to evacuate, right? And a lot of times we don't know exactly. They'll pretty much say if the storm's going to hit here, and they'll show you where it's going to go eventually. But so not only do you have to run from it, at our coast, you have to, plan a destination where to be so that you don't get wiped out if you go up north or wherever. And so a lot of people do that, right? And then they come back, and then there's nothing. Everything got wiped out, and it's more frequently now, and a lot of people are having to deal with this more frequently, this stuff. And in fact, there's still people in Louisiana that still don't have power, man, from that last hurricane. And it's just a drag that that we have to deal with that. I got on here, I was going to look up something, and I can't remember what I was wanting to. Excuse me. Finally, I belched. Finally, thank you. Anyway, I'm excited about going to Arizona, dude. I really, really, really am. And like I say, I've been east, everywhere east, but nowhere west. That's weird. And I think the farthest north I've probably been would be Arkansas, straight up from here. And I liked Arkansas. Arkansas was kind of cool, man. We went, where was that place we went to, man? It was really, really fun, man. The roads are like this. And believe me, when you go up and when you go down, you want to make sure you know how to ride. It's a different type of driving. And if you ride brakes a lot when you're driving down those hills, you can burn things up really quick, man. Anyway, I had a lot of fun in Arkansas, man. That was really cool over there. I enjoyed that. And I tell you where I really, really liked. I really liked when I went to Tennessee, and I had a lot of fun in Tennessee. I want to say we went and seen Elvis Mansion, his place over there. We toured that. And then we cruised on over adjacent to that, and then went to the Smoky Mountains. That was beautiful, man. Gatlinburg, I think it was called, where we went. Gatlinburg, and then spent some time there. Did some hiking there. That was nice. Had a lot of waterfalls. Just really beautiful, man. It was beautiful through there. Had a really good time in Tennessee. But I can't wait to get to Arizona, man. That's gonna be nice. So last night, I'm telling you, I got the fever. So also last night, when I was laying in bed, I watched. They've got this show called, you've probably seen it before. It's called Survivor Man. And Survivor Man was out in the desert, in one of the deserts out there in Arizona, and he was saying that 3 or 4 days without water there, you're pretty much dead, you know. But anyway, they dropped him off in Arizona in one of the deserts over there, and left him with this little bitty moped or little mini scooter motorbike that didn't run, and so he had to tear parts off this motorbike and use them for essentials or whatever he might need in the desert. And man, he was taking cactuses and eating all these little berries and things. It was interesting, man. It was a pretty cool little show. So yeah, man, I've been trying to read up on my Arizona trip. Hopefully I won't get stranded in the desert, man. But anyway, I don't know. I can get caught up in things like that, and that's how I get, man. When I turn everything on in the studio and I start recording, man. Oh my gosh, man! I'm like a kid in the candy store, dude. It's like, oh, what can we try out? What can we do? What can we do? And it's a lot of fun. And so, anyway, man, I'm excited. I wanted to tell you that, man. I was watching all those shows. Anyway, I don't know. It's been fun, man. And so, tomorrow, I probably won't get on here tomorrow night, Caden. Like I said, I'm going to go down to the beach, probably end up taking care of the yard down there and jetting back, and I'll probably be too tired to do anything once I get back. But I will be here. I will be back Monday night. And you know what, man? This mic sounds good, don't it? It really sounds good. And so what I might do, I don't know, have you seen my R44 microphone? I have a beautiful ribbon mic. It's the R44. It's huge, man. It is a big bad boy. And I'll probably Monday night pull that out of the mic locker and put it up here so you can see it. And then I can grab this one and show you what I did to the inside of the grill right here by stripping out that inner mesh. It looks professional. It looks like I bought it like this, man. I'm telling you. It looks really, really good. You know, whenever I was taking it out, I was being real, real careful because I didn't want to have to order or you haven't seen it. Oh, wow. Dude, you're going to love this mic, man. It's huge. It's about like that big. And it's a big, huge ribbon mic. It looks just like the RCA 44 back in the day. Aesthetically, it looks just like it. And in fact, what they did when RCA went out of business, the guy who actually has developed the company AEA, he was actually doing all the repair for RCA. So when RCA, their microphones needed repair work, this guy was doing all the repair work for them. And so when they went out of business, they sold this guy all the material, like all the old stock of the ribbons, the corrugator thing to make the ribbons, and then the molds, and I think everything else. But anyway, so he opened up AEA, and the microphone that I'm using is the same ribbon that the RCA 44 used. And they did change the magnet to make the magnet better because of the older magnets kind of got frail after a while and would fall apart. So they the only difference between this mic and the old RCA 44 is the magnet. And but the new magnet that they're using is stronger than the old RCA 44 and have better quality. So it's just essentially a better microphone all around. And I'll tell you what, man, it sounds great. Now, here's the thing about that ribbon, Kate, and I've got to be careful, is when I set it up to pick up my voice right here, it's also picking up this way. So it has a figure 8 polar pattern like this. So two people could, do an interview, talking or singing, at the same time. One person can be on this side of the mic and one person on this side, and they can be singing at the same time, which is kind of cool. But I have to be careful because I don't really want it to pick up anything outside that window right there. There's a street that runs right there, and it'll probably pick up cars and everything else, man. And it's another microphone. You really got to crank the gain up a lot to actually get it to work. And so with it, I can probably be about this far from the microphone, and it'll hear me just fine. In fact, it'll pick up this whole room just fine. And back in the day when they were doing a lot of recordings at Sun Studio, back when Elvis and Johnny Cash and all those guys were in the studio with Sam Phillips. He was actually the guy who recorded Elvis on some of those first recordings in Tennessee. And anyway, Sam Phillips, they had I want to say they had the RCA 77, and then they had the RCA 44, and they did so much work with just placement with those microphones. They pretty much had to capture the sound in the room right to the tape the way they want it. So balance was real important for them in the studio, getting a good balance in the studio with the microphones they had. So Bill Putman was the guy who actually developed a lot of the preamps, and Bill Putman was the guy who he was an engineer, but back in the day you had to build your own equipment. So Sam Phillips got Bill Putman to do a lot of the mic pre's, and he is the guy that actually has the Universal Audio, that came out with the Universal Audio. And I think his son is actually running Universal Audio now. But Bill actually developed Universal Audio mic pre's, the 610 and all that other cool stuff, those big black knobs on those mixing boards. He actually made those mixing boards, man. So when I was in Tennessee, I actually got a chance to tour Sun Studio because I'd read up all about Sam Phillips, Bill Putman, and all the guys back in the day that were those early engineers and how they did those recordings back in the day. And I was like, man, I've got to go to the studio if I go to Tennessee, and I got to go take a tour and check it out. Now, when I went inside there, a lot of the stuff was they had just some things. It was probably some microphones and some recorders and different things kind of set out where you can kind of walk around the studio and check it out. But I'm sure a lot of the stuff that they had in there probably slowly dwindled away and got but it's cool. You can still record there today, man. You can sign up and you can actually do recordings in Sun Studios, man, back where some of those famous people actually recorded. But man, it has really cool a lot of the old pegboard in there, so all the pegboard they use for diffusers in the room, so that they could be in the room and they wouldn't have a bunch of sound actually moving around in Sun Studios. So they use a lot of that pegboard stuff, so that when the sound dispersed and it hit that soundboard, the pegboard, I don't know if you know what pegboard is, but it's got all those little bitty holes in it, and you can kind of hang things up. People use them these days a lot in their garage, so they'll hang these little things on the pegboard, and then they'll hang their tools off of it. Makes it easy access to grab their tools. But that's what they used in the early days in the vocal booths and the studios, man. So when I went into Sun Studios, I was like, I gotta check this place out. And everybody else was kind of meandering through there really fast, but I really wanted to take my time and just be really observative and check out every little nook and cranny in there, how they did things, how they put it up, how they put the pegboard up on the wall, what they use, what type of materials. And I was really, really observant, because I knew that when I got back home, I wanted to try to create that environment in one of my first studios that I built. And so anyway, it was just really, really nice being able to tour Sun Studio. And if you are a musician, man, and you're into that and you want to go record at Sun Studios, you can actually go in there and they'll use a lot of the old original mic pre's that were used, a lot of the microphones that were used. And the only way that you're going to get your album to sound like it did back in the day is you got to use the same equipment. You just got to use what they were using, how they used it. Mic placement is everything about recording, man. I'm telling you, a lot of times it's not what you have, but it's what you have and you know how to use at its best, right? So it's knowing how to use your tools that you have. And so, and mic placement is, Al Schmidt, he is one of the, I'll tell you, he's another guy. He is a microphone lover. I love this guy. He's an engineer. I want to say he just passed away here recently, but you can check him out, Al Schmidt. He is one of the well-known producers of all time, engineer. And he was a microphone believer too, man. And he tried to capture that sound the best he could by listening. Every time he placed a microphone on a drum head or anywhere in the room, whether he was capturing the room or whatever, he was listening. He was using his ears, and he knew what he wanted to hear, man. And so that's why I always that's why I'm a microphone lover, and that's why I'm always just listening, because your ears are your best monitors, man. If it sounds good, then you know you're getting pretty close. It should sound good on tape. So a lot of times people just grab a microphone and go, oh, here, let's just put it here in front of your guitar, or oh, let's put it here because this is what's known to do. This is what we do, right? But no, man, don't just place it there. Listen, and you might want to play a track or whatever, or your guitar, and listen to it and just hear. And if it sounds good, man, sometimes switching it out of phase might be the right thing to do. But man, anyway, Al Schmidt, he loved microphones, man. A lot of Neumann mics, a lot of tube mics. He was like the microphone king. And so anyway, Sylvia Macy is the microphone king now. She has all those vintage microphones. Oh, and by the way, did you check out her video with Taylor Hawkins? That was the guy, that was a drummer that I couldn't remember his name the other night, man, with the Foo Fighters, man. Anyway, check her out in that video. You can go to YouTube, type in Sylvia Macy recording Mr. Hawkins. Anyway, man, and she pushed that spy watch on his wrist, man, and it's just so far out, man. And she does have, I wanted to say she has like almost 60 microphones on his drum kit. Now, a lot of them are vintage old microphones, and then a lot of them are up-to-date microphones that they use that are traditional, like the 421s and all the AKG, the 24 and all that. So she has old vintage, and then she has all the new mics that are used, and then she's running through that Antelope microphone preamp, and it has Dante and everything on it. And anyway, she's using that, and she does a variation. So she's able to record all the tracks using all those microphones on his drum kit, and then let him listen to different setups. Oh, we got these mics. You like them? You like this? You got to check the video out, man. Sylvia Macy. Anyway, in the studio, she is a bad. Oh, she's awesome, man. I love her stuff. She's really, really cool, and she really produces some great stuff, man. So you can do so much with microphones, man. So that's why I'm a microphone lover, because it really starts here, right? This is where it starts before it goes anywhere else. So I think I did a video a few years back on the chain and how important the chain is in your setup. It all starts with your mic or your instrument, your guitar. It leaves there and goes into the cable. So your cables really have to be really nice. I don't know if you notice this one right here. This is the Monster cable right here. Look how big it is. It's almost as big as around in diameter as the stand post itself. But this is the Monster Pro 1000. I am a firm believer. I've had this cable probably 10 years, man. And you can actually probably hang from it and climb a tree with it, man. It won't break. It's so thick. But, and then I experimented with Mogami for a little while. And Mogami cable is a really, really good cable, right? It really, really is. I'm not knocking it. But I tell you what, this is what I did notice, Caden, is when I got the Monster Pro 1000, first thing I did is put it up, and I think I ran this cable to an AKG C414 mic and did a vocal track. Man, and I think I was using the 610 Universal Audio mic pre going through the distressor compressor. And man, I'm telling you, Matt, I listened back to my track and I was like, are you kidding me? It's like 5 times as wide as what I was listening to on my other tracks before I got the monster cable. And I was like, I knew it was a night and day experience using this cable. So some people tell you cable don't matter. Let them talk, man. But I am a firm believer in cable. Your cables do matter. And so then it leaves there and then goes into your beautiful mic pre, and that's your third thing that needs to be awesome in the chain. And then out of there is a nice compressor. Some people like to use compression before they hit tape, before they go to their DAW. Some people don't. Depends on what engineer you're dealing with or whatever. I like to go ahead and get my sound before I print, and I've always been a firm believer. And if you can get your sound the way you like the way it sounds before you get to tape or your DAW, you're halfway there, right? Then it's just getting a good balance and any other cool studio tricks you might want to throw in there. But anyway, it's been fun tonight, man. Thank you so much for hanging out, man. I appreciate it. Look, you guys, come back Monday night. We got a great show Monday night. I am going to have the R44 up for you guys, man, and let you listen to that. I did want to put the Stellar Vintage microphone up here tonight for you guys, just to hear how nice this mic sounds, man. It sounds really good. I'm digging it. I like it. It's under $300, man. You got to grab one of these bad boys. But I'm going to bring up, $2,800 microphone Monday night, and we're going to see what that bad boy is all about, right? So you got to come back. 7 o'clock Texas time. We will be doing the show, man. We'll be real and live. You got to come hang out with us, man. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, you know the gig, man. I always like to wrap it up on that baby, man, and come on in. Anyway, thank you guys for joining tonight, man. Thank you, Caden, for joining in tonight. And look, 7 o'clock Monday night. Come on back, man. We got some cool stuff. Appreciate you coming in tonight, man. Thank you, guys.